Hello to my channel Chinese Star. Today we will bring you the following hot and exciting news.
Wang Yibo's illiterate persona is completely established. Eating bitter melon is considered to have suffered, and Wang Yibo's knowledge novice label is firmly established. Bitter melon has become a symbol of suffering, and facing the camera without makeup is super hardcore. If you want to say which star in the entertainment industry can make the label of knowledge novice deeply rooted in the hearts of the people by his own efforts, then Wang Yibo is definitely a well-deserved leader. Recently, his performance in the new variety show Exploring New Horizons is simply hilarious, and people have to admire his courage and authenticity. Today, let's talk about how Wang Yibo interprets suffering with bitter melon in the show, and his hardcore operation of shooting with bare face 1. Bare face, Illiterate? It doesn't exist. Wang Yibo participated in Exploring New Horizons this time, and he gave everyone a surprise right from the start. No makeup throughout the whole process. This is not an ordinary bare face, it is the kind that is shot directly in the face without even adding a filter. As soon as he entered the show, he was kissed 3 times by a leech. The environment was so bad that people almost doubted whether he had walked into the wrong set. Wang Yibo's bare face is really good. Although there are some acne marks and pits on his face, he still looks quite natural overall. Especially the nose. Some people said that he had plastic surgery before. Now, his nose looks natural without makeup, and so does his chin. There is no trace of surgery on his entire face. It seems that Wang Yibo has really put down his idle burden this time. He is quite courageous to face the camera like this too. Bitter melon becomes a symbol of suffering. Wang Yibo's knowledge white daily life. If it is said that bare face shooting is Wang Yibo's hardcore operation, then his performance in the interview is even more ridiculous. When the program crew asked him, "Do you feel that you have never suffered in your life?" This question was originally intended to let him talk about his life experience, but Wang Yibo answered seriously, "Yes, bitter melon." This answer is really ridiculous. Bitter melon? What kind of suffering is this? Think about it carefully. Maybe this is Wang Yibo's way of humor. He didn't want to talk about those sensational topics, so he used this humorous way to cleverly resolve it. I have to say, this trick is really smart. In fact, Wang Yibo's knowledge novice attribute has been around for a long time. Previously on Street Dance 4, he and other captains played idioms, but when it came to him, he couldn't think of a 4-character idiom with the word C. At that time, netizens complained, "These 4 captains have all graduated from elementary school, right?" Haha, it seems that Wang Yibo's knowledge novice label is firmly attached 3. The truth and cuteness behind knowledge novice. Although Wang Yibo frequently shows the side of knowledge novice in the show, this is also his real and cute side. In this entertainment circle, too many people are deliberately creating a perfect image, but Wang Yibo dares to show his shortcomings. This kind of truth and frankness makes him more down-to-earth and more popular with fans. Moreover, Wang Yibo's knowledge novice attribute does not really mean that he is ignorant or uneducated. Everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses. Wang Yibo's talent in dancing and acting is recognized by everyone. There is no need for us to be too demanding on his performance and knowledge. On the contrary, his novice attribute has added a lot of humor and affinity to him. 4th, Wang Yibo's knowledge novice personality is actually a kind of wisdom. If you think about it carefully, Wang Yibo's knowledge novice personality is actually a kind of wisdom of great wisdom. In this era of information explosion, everyone is working hard to learn and improve themselves, but sometimes, excessive pursuit of perfection and erudition will make people lose their true self. However, Wang Yibo dares to face his shortcomings and face them in a humorous and frank way. This attitude itself is a kind of precious wisdom. Moreover, Wang Yibo's personality has also brought him many benefits. For example, in the show, his novice performance often triggers laughter and resonance from the audience, thereby increasing the fun and viewing of the show. This kind of personality also makes him more approachable and down-to-earth, making fans feel that he is as kind as a friend around them. 5. Wang Yibo's knowledge novice personality, the efforts and dedication behind it. Wang Yibo's knowledge novice personality did not come out of thin air. Behind the scenes, he also put in a lot of effort and sweat. For example, when participating in a program like Exploring New Realms, he not only had to face harsh environments and difficult challenges, but also had to keep in the best condition at all times and show his true face. This kind of courage and determination is not something that ordinary people can have. Moreover, Wang Yibo's success in the entertainment industry is not achieved by luck or chance. He has reached his current position step by step with his talent and hard work. Whether it is dance, acting or other aspects, he has been constantly learning and improving himself. Even if he is a little novice in knowledge, it does not affect his excellence and success in other aspects. 6. Summary: Wang Yibo's knowledge rookie persona makes him more unique and charming. Although Wang Yibo's knowledge rookie persona makes him seem a little inadequate and flawed in some aspects, this is also what makes him unique and charming. His authenticity, honesty and sense of humor make him more down-to-earth and more popular with fans. He is also constantly learning and improving himself to make himself better and more successful. We don't need to be too demanding of Wang Yibo's performance and knowledge. On the contrary, we should appreciate his authenticity and honesty and enjoy the joy and surprises he brings. In this entertainment industry, it is a rare thing to have a star as real, cute and interesting as Wang Yibo. Golden Eagle Awards. Wang Yibo is the most popular choice. Liu Yifei is removed from the list of 85 flowers and only 1% is left. Chen Yi is unexpectedly exciting. The 32nd Golden Eagle Awards ushered in huge changes in the first 2 rounds. First of all, the difference in votes for the Best Actor award was too obvious during the voting stage, resulting in no suspense in the result, which caused controversy among fans. The female lead award once again set off a wave of anti-Sky trends of nominations and eliminations. Thinking from another perspective, such emergencies are also part of entertainment. What is confusing is how credible this frequently changing ranking is. Who is the male lead? The most anticipated awards in the Golden Eagle Awards are undoubtedly the Best Actor and Best Actress awards, and today's situation is no exception. As soon as the nominations for the Best Actor award were announced, they immediately triggered many comments. From childhood to adulthood, actors of all ages are included. Even if it does not involve the entertainment industry, there must be people you are familiar with. According to the 12 stars announced by Mango Entertainment, there are still many doubts in the shortlist. The number of previous nominees should be far more than this number, and the 12 people are likely to be just some of the stars selected from them. Whether some people are really valuable or not, first of all, there are many controversies in the works nominated by these stars. For example, Hu Ji's County Party Committee compound was mentioned, but Flower was not mentioned. In the eyes of many people, Hu Ji's Flower is obviously a more representative work. Whether it is the plot or Hu Ji's performance, it is even more prominent in terms of popularity. There is also Police Honor starring Zhang Ruoyan. This is indeed surprising. Recently, Celebrating Union has been very popular, but this nomination has nothing to do with this work. Regardless of whether Police Honor really meets the standards, not many people actually know about this TV series. The voting results of the 12 voters have caused great controversy. As of September 10, Chen Yi was far ahead with 182 votes. Except for the traffic star Wang Yibo's Wind Chaser, which received 92 votes and ranked second, the voting results of others did not even reach 40 votes. People are confused about this. Can these 12 contestants really cover all the nominees for the Golden Eagle Award for Best Actor? In response to this question, some netizens visited the official website of the Golden Eagle Award voting with a get-to-the-bottom-of-it mentality. You don't know until you see it, but it's really surprising. In fact, there are more than 12 nominated works, and even the number of representative works shown in the pictures is far more than that. In addition to the familiar names such as Chen Yi, Hu Jie and Wang Yibo, there are many other faces on the list. For example, Hao Yong and Chen He in our 10 years. You can also mention Wang Pioneerin and The Big Test and Yu Hui in The Three-Buddy Problem and The City. These are all male actors whose works are hot and well known. In addition, Hu Ji's Flower mentioned earlier also provides voting options on the official website. It can only be said that Celebrating Union starring Zhang Ruoyan failed to make the list, which is really regrettable. So, who is the male lead in everyone's mind in this selection? The audience has a keen eye, and excellent works can always come to the fore. The two who have received the most public support now are Chen Yi and Wang Kai. Both of them are powerful actors who keep a low profile, do not pursue hype, and show their true talents. The second is Wang Yibo, a relatively young artist. Although Wang Yibo has always been caught up in the whirlpool of public opinion about traffic stars, the drama The Wind Chaser has indeed eliminated many doubts. The audience and netizens are enthusiastic about supporting Wang Yibo this time, and it is obvious that he has a certain competitiveness. At the beginning, the candidates for the Best Actor award seem to have surfaced. However, the final result has not yet been announced, and no matter how high the voice is, it can only make people anxious. Compared with the controversy over the Best Actor, the selection of the Best Actress seems to be much smoother. Powerful female stars are particularly eye-catching no matter where they are. The Dance of the 85 Flowers. The competition for the 100 Flowers Awards of the 85 Flowers has just ended, and the Golden Eagle Awards has set off a new competition. Interestingly, the 85 Flowers sisters always seem to encounter many twists and turns every time they are awarded, as if they were affected by some kind of curse. Either the result is so bleak that no one can advance, or just one is shortlisted. The sisters themselves are not in a hurry, but their fans are almost anxious. This episode can be called the episode with the most potential. In the first round of selection, both Liu Yifei and Zhao Liang were shortlisted. And the sisters have recently had representative works that have attracted much attention. For example, in Liu Yifei's The Story of Roses, the love-hate entanglement experienced by Wang Yibo attracted countless viewers. After the broadcast, it even triggered a wave of female love freedom. In fact, Liu Yifei's first shortlist was not because of this work. The works that can be voted include Dream of Hulu and Go Where There Is Wind. Although these two works may not be as popular as The Story of Roses, in terms of Liu Yifei's acting skills, it is naturally of considerable value to be selected. Zhao Liang's works include Wind Blowing Half Summer and Happiness to 10,000 Homes. Zhao Liang's acting skills have indeed remained excellent after further study. No matter what type of heroine, she can easily control it. Many viewers think that it is difficult to judge which of the two works is better. In fact, some netizens mentioned a very interesting award voting mechanism. For example, Zhao Liang participated in 2 works, and the audience can cast a maximum of 6 votes. So do most people want to vote for her 2 works separately? But in fact, the calculation method is not like this. In short, the selection is Best Actress, not Best Actress. We choose the protagonists in the works, not the actors who play them. If you vote for both of her works, it will not only not increase the number of votes, but may also cause the total number of votes to be evenly distributed. Like this, the situation where only one work is selected will actually be more advantageous. After deep thinking, it does make sense, but it is not necessarily calculated in this way. At the moment when netizens were still quietly struggling to choose which 85 flowers, the official response of the Golden Eagle Award eliminated the doubts of netizens. In the second round, Liu Yifei's name disappeared. One round? Removed. Liu Yifei's fans initially thought she had been eliminated. I was thinking about what flaws these 2 works had that could have eliminated her so quickly. However, Liu Yifei's handling of the situation was actually more ridiculous than a one-round elimination. Liu Yifei was temporarily disqualified by the organizer. Upon hearing the news, Liu Yifei's fans felt like the sky was falling. Liu Yifei has always been low-key and usually only becomes slightly active when releasing new works. This time she finally made it to the shortlist for the award, and Liu Yifei's fans have worked hard all their lives and can finally hold their heads up. Who would have thought that being eliminated along the way would finally break their hunched backs? As soon as Liu Yifei was removed from the list, rumors began to spread on the internet. In an instant, negative news about Liu Yifei emerged one after another. In fact, did Liu Yifei really do something shameful? No! The reason why Liu Yifei was disqualified was that the Golden Eagle Awards required contestants to have Chinese nationality. Liu Yifei's nationality is not China, but the United States. However, this situation still caused considerable controversy. Since you mentioned during the review that non-Chinese nationals cannot participate, why didn't you notice it in the first round? This is already the second round, and you hastily disqualified them, making the fans happy for nothing. If the situation is more serious, not only will the fans be hurt, but Liu Yifei's reputation will also be affected. After this incident was exposed, Liu Yifei's fans began to defend her. Since Liu Yifei's works were deleted, the works of other foreign players should also be deleted. In addition to this group of fans who spoke out for Liu Yifei, there are still some people who are completely unaware that their fairy sister is not actually Chinese. Netizens still believe in rumors and accuse Liu Yifei of being unpatriotic. However, Liu Yifei's nationality issue cannot be entirely blamed on her. This matter is mainly related to her mother. When Liu Yifei was a child, her mother went to the United States to settle down. At that time, Liu Yifei was still young, and in order to enjoy the policy support of the United States, she had to choose to change her nationality. Liu Yifei grew up in the United States, but she always regarded China as her home. She did not attach much importance to nationality. In fact, it can be seen from her continuous participation in mainland TV dramas. Liu Yifei enjoys life in China very much. However, it seems that netizens do not agree with this. It is rare for an American not to stay in the United States. Some netizens suggested that all selection activities should set nationality restrictions. Since this is an award in mainland China, if there is no restriction on nationality, then all the winners are foreigners. Some people talked about foreigners making money in China. They also discussed the issue of celebrity tax evasion. Liu Yifei's international reputation is indeed considerable. Otherwise, it would not have caused such a big wave and triggered so many discussions.
Thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe to our support channel.